You rat. Oh. Hey, can you hear me? Can you like send me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if you guys can hear me? Awesome. So tonight we're going to be doing a full moon forgiveness ceremony. You guys can go ahead and you can get your incense going like I'm doing. I'm using Palo Santo. You could use whatever you want to use. The point is just to kind of have it so that you clear your space. You have something good to smell, something to focus on. And plus the smoke just kind of like clears everything out. And hey, the smoke just kind of clears everything out. You will also need later on a plate, something to burn, like something to like heat, like a fire pit or something like that. Or you could just not do that. It's fine. I will show you how to do it. If you don't want to use the plate, because we're going to be speaking our words of negativity into the ice cubes, because and why we do that is because ice is like it's transforming. It's the solidness of the ice is a symbol of the things that we tell ourselves that have solidified within us, the old stories, the negativity, the bad words that we've said to ourselves and that other people have said to ourselves. Because what the full moon energy is actually about, it's about forgiving, it's about releasing, it's about just letting go. And I just want to speak a little bit about forgiveness and what it really is, because it is such a hot word where people just say, well, just forgive, just forgive. And most of the time that could be a very triggering word for people when you say about forgiving. Okay. Oh, just forgive it and just move on. Easier said than done. Okay. But it is probably the best thing for you to do when you've, come into a problem or you've left a situation and there's really just nothing left for you to do. Okay. Because we don't want to be standing in the muck of our past. We want to revisit our past a little bit to take a look at what's there and what needs to be removed, but we don't actually want to be trying to do healing work while still living in the past, because it just doesn't work that way. Okay. So before we get started, let me just introduce myself. If you don't know, my name is Kristen Tinsley. I'm a psychic medium and a certified moonologist. And tonight we are going to be doing the full supermoon in Aquarius forgiveness. So I'm just going to silently do my little bit of prayer, call on my angels, my guides. So if you would like to do that now, you could do that. You can call in any of the gods or goddesses that you would like to assist you in this. If you would like to call in any crossed over loved ones that may want to come in and assist you with the healing and forgiving process, you may do so now. Okay. So everybody just take a deep breath, relax, center into your space. If you want to have a notebook next to you, you can have a notebook out if you want to write down things as they come. But before we get started, I just kind of want to give you a little bit of information about this super full moon in Aquarius. And the key words for this lunation are speak your truth, slow down, make an effort, and try your luck. And by try your luck, I mean, hey, sunshine. I had an amazing massage with my new friend, Fanny. She's an amazing person. She I don't know, like one session and I can walk, I can lift my knee today. My headache is gone. I mean, a miracle happened. And this is like my new best friend now. So thank you for that recommendation. She was an amazing massage therapist. She was great. So, okay. So let me just repeat what I was saying. Just saying, yes, and thank you for the record. Yes, this is a yes. I will give Teresa, I'll give you the number. Okay, so keywords and ideas for this lunation is to speak your truth, slow down, make an effort, and try your luck. Okay, so that's all I'm asking you to do. All right, speak your truth. Even if you're not speaking it out loud to anybody, you're speaking your truth to your higher self. Because when we go within to get forgiveness, we're speaking to our higher selves. We're not speaking to, hello, we're not speaking to other people that are around us, because oftentimes most people that we feel owe us, an apology, and I'm sorry, don't even know that they offended us, or don't even know the ways in which that they did, nor would they have an understanding of how their words or actions impacted us personally, because we are responsible for how we feel, but also more responsible with how we react to those feelings. Okay. And most people tend to associate the full moon with people going crazy, which is true. I actually got through the full moon without killing anybody this time. So props to me, because usually the full moon energy gets me like kind of like a little crazy, defensive. Like I would just react to anyone like in traffic that like flew me off, or, just going into a food store and just randomly like matching energy with somebody that was just like, ah. But why did it not happen for me this time is because I've been doing a lot of work through the full moon to try to check myself and not be the fiery Sagittarius that I am, reacting to what people do, because that's their emotional response. And if I'm emitting that type of energy out there where it's that rah type of energy, or I'm angry about this or this, whatever, I'm going to find someone that's going to match that energy. Okay. So that's probably why that happened. I'm healing. You're right. You got it. That's the key word, healing, because I am love. And why would I not want to like put out anything else in the world other than LOVE? I am love. And if I can show love to someone who's angry, and I can smile and I can, send love to that person, it's just going to continue to go throughout the universe and hopefully heal the collective just by being a loving person. Slow down. Slow down. You do not have to dive headfirst and take everything on at once. You cannot rush healing. I'm going to be very honest. It has taken me close to 10 years. 10 years. And I'm not saying that this is everybody's timeline. Some people can heal very quickly. But it took me close to 10 years to really break down the things that were bothering me in my life, the words, the people, the actions, where I came from, who I am, where I'm going, the traumas that happened to me. This whole, if you've been following me from till now until 10 years ago, there's a huge change. And not just in the size of my underwear, but there's been a huge change. I have released, let go, cut off, worked off, purged, healed, forgotten about, wrote, burned, all of that stuff to just get rid of everything that's inside of me so I could turn back to my natural state of being the loving, sweet person that I was born to be, that's how I was born, returning to my natural state of love. Okay. But you don't have to just go crazy. Well, I'm just going to hurry up and get rid of this and just no, because trust me, things do come back to trigger you. And you know what happened this lunation this time? There was a lot less things that came up that triggered me. There was a couple of things that I recognized and I said, oh, okay, well, I'm reacting to this and I'm feeling this way because I'm associating it with an old situation, but that old situation is not what's happening here. So I had to check myself. I had to slow down instead of just assuming and letting my emotions go through a whole railroad of like, memory lane, and try your luck. When you make an effort, try your luck. You have luck. Play that lottery. Apply for that job. Talk to that special someone. Make a new friend. Try your luck. You just never know how lucky you can be. Okay. So this is actually, this is a very important time when we do speak our truth, to not get aggressive with people or bully anyone, and not to let anyone bully us either. That's why I always suggest releasing it privately with yourself before you go for other people. It's not to say that those conversations don't need to be had, but another thing about forgiveness is this. Forgiveness does not mean that you have to accept what somebody did to you. Forgiveness is actually the process of letting go and moving on away from that energy. Can we move on from everybody in our life? No. If you're like me, yeah. But, some people have to stay. Some people are your family. Some people are your best friends. Some people are your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Whatever you have, this close relationship that you hold near and dear to your heart, you want to hold on to the loving connection of that. You don't want to hold on to the angry past of things that, put a divide into it. So you can take, what that person said or did to you, and you could release it and you can forgive it. And it's automatically going to change the energy between this, because in the end, we're all just energy, right? Okay. You may have noticed, Venus is in retrograde. Retrograde is such a scary word, right? I don't think it's such a scary word. Sometimes it's a good thing. When Venus is in retrograde, and this is why it's such a good idea to know your chart, because you want to know which planet energy and also which zodiac sign is your Venus sign. I am a Scorpio Venus. So I, definitely have that, that sting to me sometimes. But this is when it's in retrograde, it's asking you to look up, to weigh up what really matters to you in life. So you may have found yourself making decisions, quick decisions about things. Oh, I need to cut this one off, or I need to stop talking to this one, or I need to stop doing this, or I need to stop doing that. Slow down and think about what you're doing, what you're saying. Why are you being triggered in such a way to just immediately cut this off? Is it because it's something you don't want to deal with? Or is it because it's something that no longer serves you? This is the time where we're going to start to look at every single one of our relationships and really take a hard look. Is this what we want going forward? Do you want to stay in the energy of whatever it is that you're trying to run from or heal from or go back to? You also may find that a lot of old people who left your life, or you left, prior in your life, start coming back into your energy, looking to reconcile, looking for that apology. People may come back to you because you're emitting the energy of healing, right? You cut yourself and then you do something, you almost cut yourself again, but you're healing it. So those people that cut you are going to come back, and you get to decide how you react. How are you going to react? And on the flip side of that, if somebody means a lot to you, right? It doesn't mean you had to have had a fight with them or anything like that. If somebody means a lot to you, now would be the time to tell them how you feel. Sometimes people keep like their feelings and their emotions bottled up inside of them, and they don't tell people how they feel. Use your discretion, use your intuition, of course. You don't want to blurt out to your boss that you had like a giant crush on him or her, this entire time. You don't want to like do that. But I'm just saying, and sometimes you can be honest with yourself in your journal and say, hey, I have feelings for this, person. because you like the energy that they have. And if that person is not available to you, or if that person rejects you, or whatever it is, you've already started to manifest that same type of energy that you liked in that special someone within someone who can actually give it back to you. And that person will come to you in divine timing. So this time of year also asks you to be patient and try your luck. You never know. That person you've been dating, talking to, seeing, whatever, because Venus is the planet of love. Now would be the time, unless you're a chicken shit like me, now would be the time to tell that person how you feel. You know, I mean, rejection is definitely something that I am purging. I know that rejection is God's protection. But as long as I know that if I tell someone how I feel, and what I feel towards them, or what I'm feeling inside. And if they say, well, I don't match that energy, or I'm not interested, okay. It doesn't have to be a long, devastating 5-6 year obsession with what's wrong with me. Why don't they want it? They're just not responding to the energy that I have to give them. So that means they're not for me. And that's another word that we're going to talk about tonight. It's a triggering word, and why a lot of people have a lot of resentment and pent up things inside of them. Because they've heard that word time and time again. It's not for you. Now, let me ask you something. Why do we get stuck on that word? No one is a mind reader. Actually, I beg to differ. That's right. Nobody is a mind reader. Nobody can read your mind. You know, even me being a psychic can't read someone's mind, or, you know, just automatically know. I can assume all I want, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I could just read someone's mind. Like, you have to speak your truth. This is why it's saying that in this full moon, speak your truth. Doesn't have to be today, but speak your truth. Take this energy, make yourself some full moon water tonight. And anytime you feel like you need to speak your truth, just dip your fingers in that water, anoint yourself with it, you know, your throat chakra, your third eye, all that, whatever you want to do, just annoy yourself with it and speak your truth, you know. But anyway, every time you find yourself getting triggered by the words not for you, I want you to imagine yourself in a store and you're trying on a dress. You like the color, you like the style, you like the texture, you like it, you know, the price is right. You go into the dressing room, you try it on, and it doesn't fit. Are you going to buy the dress anyway and hope that it fits you? Or let's say it does fit you, but it's just not flattering, right? That dress is not for you. And you can accept that, and you can move on and find a dress that is for you. So why can't we apply that to the people and relationships in our life? Right? Just because somebody once was for you at the time before you healed and you learned your lessons and whatever it was, doesn't mean that they're going to be there forever, because we grow and we change as people. Right? Or let's put it another way. Say you go to a diner and you order a steak and mashed potatoes, and the waiter brings over a cheeseburger and French fries. You may like cheeseburgers and French fries, but you ordered a steak and mashed potatoes. Okay, so this order was not for you. Simple. You give it back to the waiter. The waiter brings it to the person who's it for, and then they bring you the food that you ordered. That is how the universe works. Same thing, right? What's meant for you will never pass you by. The waiter is not going to continue walking past the table. Who's this steak and potatoes for? Who's this steak and potatoes for? Oh, here, you. No. What is for you will be delivered to you within divine timing, I guarantee you. And you know how you can speed up that manifestation process? By forgiving and envisioning, just like I just taught you. Envisioning. Where is it that who are you right now? It's not the person in the dressing room that's trying on the dress that they don't fit into. Who are you right now? What size are you right now? What dress is going to fit you right now that you need now? That's going to look good on you. That's still the same price. That's still the same color and texture. It's just a different size. You don't have to put off holding the dress until you lose enough weight to fit into that dress, because you might not like it. It might not be there when you get back because it wasn't for you, in simple terms. Okay. So when we forgive, it helps us to speed up the process. When we accept who we are right now, I'm not going to wait until I study 1,500 hours of, you know, whatever to go and apply for a job. No, I know that I'm going to finish my degree and I'm going to finish my certification or whatever it is that I'm studying for. But I'm still going to take a look right now, as the person I am right now, at the jobs and the companies that are out there and the pay and what I need to do and what I'm going to wear and how I'm going to get there and what does the office look like and what would my desk look like and what would I wear to work on the first day and how does it really feel to be excited to get what I want, what's meant for me, what I'm manifesting now as I stand. Because we have just today. We don't know if we have tomorrow. We had yesterday, but that's gone. We are who we are now. I have a very brilliant teacher, mentor, I would say. Her name's Kai Henderson. I was just on a class with her, again, as her assistant. And she taught us this very beautiful saying that I want you to say wherever you are right now. If you feel silly saying it out loud, I prefer you say it out loud. Who cares? Nobody cares. I'm just in the house with whatever spirits are around me and my cat. So repeat after me. I am who I am. I am not who I am not. I did what I did. I didn't do what I didn't do. And I'm okay with that. Doesn't that just, when you say that, doesn't that just lift your up? I don't think I screwed it up, but maybe I did. I don't think I screwed it up though, because it's one of my favorite sayings. And whenever I meet someone that's stuck, I always say that to them. I always tell them to repeat after me. I am who I am. I am not who I am not. I did what I did. I didn't do what I didn't do. And I'm okay with that. And you know why? Because why we say that? Because a lot of people get stuck on what they didn't do. A lot of people get stuck on who they were told to be, which they are not. And you know who you are now. This is what you've got to work with. If you were stuck on an island, right? What resources would you have to get yourself home? I would probably just stay on the island. But anyway, I mean, yeah. But you have all the tools that you need to be the person you are, and you can release whatever it was that people told you that you should be, or that you shouldn't be, or who you should love, or who you should date, or what career you should take, or what, anything. You get to decide what you want to do and who you want to be. And all you have to do to get there is to forgive. So with that said, we will break, hello. With that said, we will break into the slight meditation part of this, okay? Because I don't want to keep you all night because I realize it's late. But I will read off quickly. If you do have your chart, this is the to discover the energy of the full moon and where it is affecting you. You need to look up your star sign or your rising sign, okay, which is first house. See which house is involved with that. Look up the houses and what they mean, or you could ask me in the chat or whatever chat, and I can send you a quick diagram of the houses so you know which house your rising sign is being affected by this full moon. So Aries would be the 11th house, Taurus would be the 10th house, Gemini 9th house, Cancer 8th house, Leo 7th house, Virgo 6th house, Libra would be the 5th house. Oh God. Well, wait, no. Okay, Libra is not my star sign. Gemini is the 9th house. Scorpio, 4th house. Sagittarius, 3rd house. Capricorn, 2nd house. Aquarius, 1st house. And Pisces, 12th house. Okay, so yeah, look up and see which one. And if you want me to take a picture of this little guide here, I can send it to you. This way you know what it is. So some things that we want to ask ourselves. We're going to be training our brain this week to think positive and leave behind negativity. And it's about trusting the process of life, going with the flow, right? Training your brain to not be negative. There's plenty of resources on YouTube that do that. But part of training your brain is going through the Ho'oponopono process, which the Ho'oponopono is the Hawaiian prayer of forgiveness. Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do now, I want you to write down some questions in your journal that you can answer at any time. You can answer after this is over. Okay. Write down what you're forgiving, what you're releasing by saying, I forgive, I release. And remember that the forgiveness is assigned to you. It is not, I forgive my mother for kicking me out of the house when I was 17 years old. I forgive myself, you know, for getting kicked out of the house at 17 years old, right? Because what did you do? Anyway, it's whatever. What lessons have I learned recently? What lessons have I learned recently? One of the lessons that I learned recently is don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. I learned that. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt who you are. And don't live with false stories. And don't live in the past. It's a lesson, because when I lived in the past, you end up pushing people away because you think that they're going to hurt you the same way that other people did. And that's not true, because I no longer own that energy. So I'm not reflecting that energy out. So they're not going to reflect it back at me. So how will life be different because of these lessons? How will your life be different because of these lessons? That means that I understand now more than anything that what is meant for me is going to come to me, because I have the energetic cord, the feeling that I create my life. You create your life. You can manifest the people that you want in your life just by thinking, imagining them, feeling them. You don't have to assign it to anyone. The energy that you want, you know, is going to come to you. It may not come in the form of the person that you want, you know, that, you know, cute guy with the, let me not get into it. But anyway, just saying. And am I working on keeping my thoughts positive? And if not, how is that affecting me? And can I change? Yes, you can change. You can change any negative thought into a positive thought in 2 seconds, just by changing the order of it. Say, I didn't want to speak any negativity. I don't even want to say, you know what I mean? Right? And you could always assign it, but what if it's not? Oh, I know when I leave work today, I'm going to get caught in traffic. But what if I don't? But what if I don't? Oh, I know when I go into work today, my boss is going to be a big pain in the butt. But what if she's not? Right? Because we can't say, oh God, I'm hoping that my boss is good, because we can't control our boss. We can't control her feelings or what happened to her the night before. We all have a story, right? We all have things that go on. We can't control her, but we can control our reaction to it. We can control our thoughts going into it, right? Okay. Right. That's exactly right. Currently learning to say no without guilt. No is a complete sentence. No. That was another thing that I told me I'm weird. uh, but what if I'm not? No is a complete sentence. And I've learned to do that too, to be respectful of my time, because I was always a person who was always like, yes, 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 yes. Now I say yes to the things that I create, and yes to the things that are in alignment with the assignment, with the manifestations that I've been creating over the course of this year, that I've written everything down. And I tell you, and there's more to come, that almost everything that I've manifested, everything, without even knowing I was doing it, until I was aware of it. And I said, shit, I manifested this. And here it is. And I so easily accept it because the feeling of it, the joy of it, was already there. It wasn't scary. It was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, because in the past I would be like, oh, somebody gave me an opportunity. I don't know if I should take it. And I would just ignore it and push it to the side. But no, I got very clear on what I wanted and the direction that I wanted to go. And I realized that the person that I am now is good enough. Even the person that I was back then was good enough. Needed a little work, but good enough. But I am who I am. I am not who I am not. I did what I did. I didn't do what I didn't do. And I'm okay with that. I'm good. Because everything that I did, I can still go back to and pull it all together and use it now. And that's what I'm doing. And it propelled me forward, because it's always been there, but it was my choice. And now I get to design it. Not by what college professor said, not by what ex-boyfriend said, not what family said, not what old bosses said, not that anybody around me, what they said of how it should be or what it should look like. I design it. Because I am. Keyword, I am. And then whatever you want to assign to it. I am a psychic medium. And because of that, I am psychic medium. I am out within the collective, making space for myself and making space for the people who need my help to be able to find me and come to me, by being of service, by creating ways to reach people, by using my voice, by speaking. I manifested this now. When I sat in my Moonology class, I didn't think that I would be like, oh, was that just gonna be another thing that I did that I just didn't finish? No, because we don't do that anymore. Because I picked it, because I always loved the moon. My old friend, the moon. Every night when I was a kid, I used to sit in my bedroom and I would look out the window, and I always needed to be near a window, and I would look at the moon and I would make wishes. I've been doing that since I'm a little girl. Ah, well, there's always going to be, that's tonight's night to do it. Choices are lessons, good or bad. I'm trying to spin positive on that. Yes, choices are lessons. We all have a choice. But if you listen to your intuition, when you weigh the choices, and here's a little thing that you can do with a choice. Okay. Somebody taught me this. It's about using the energy in your body, right? Whenever you have a choice to make, you hold out your hands and you think of the choice, this side, that side, whatever you want to assign to it, and whatever feels heavier, right? Like right now, I'm not thinking of a choice that I need to make, but if I was, and then I would see, well, which is weighing which way, depending on whether it's yes or no, you know, or you just trust your own intuition. When your intuition's going off like an alarm bell, no, 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 no. Listen to that. Trust me, listen to that. Okay. So we're going to do, I want you to close your eyes. Wherever you are, close your eyes. As long as you're not driving. If you're driving, don't close your eyes because I am not responsible for anything that you do. Okay. You can go on YouTube and you can actually get the Ho'oponopono meditation if you would like to. What I'm going to do is just facilitate. So I'm just going to ask you to calm down. Take a couple deep breaths. Deep breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. You're welcome to make any sound that you would like to make because you're by yourself and no one's going to stop you. Deeper breath in. Out. Really feel that breath roll into your shoulders and roll them back and relax. Sit straight in your chair, feet flat on the ground, hands in your lap with your palms up, ready and open to receive. Exhale. One more time. Now, the Ho'oponopono prayer simply breaks down to, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Ask your body to open up to unconditional love. Allow all the systems within your body, all the muscles, the tendons, the bones, the capillaries, the blood, the lymphatic system, all your organs, your hair, your nails, everything to just open up. Imagine your body opening up, open it all up, however you see it. Open it up to unconditional love. Imagine everything that makes up your physical body just being open to cleansing and releasing any negativity, any dis-ease, anything inside of you that's causing any sort of pain or destruction. And once you have that clear vision in your mind, I want you to imagine love entering your body, however it looks for you. It could be a cloud of pink smoke. It could be little tiny hearts shooting through your pores all throughout your body. But if the easiest thing for you to visualize is nothing but a warm white light with a hint of gold hue, coming down over your body like a curtain. This is your shield of unconditional love and protection. And you can call upon this shield at any time, whenever you find yourself in needing to forgive yourself as well as others. And you can say Ho'oponopono with anything that you would like at any point in time throughout the day. If you find yourself saying negative thoughts, I want you to envision that white light coming over your head, your crown chakra. You can even place your palm on your head. And you can place another one on your heart, as long as you're not driving. And you can say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I thank you. That's very important. I thank you. And notice how that feels, how it just lightens everything in your chest. At any time, you can say it. For any situation that you have. Teach your children to say it as well. It's very important to teach children to forgive themselves because children often don't know the difference between a mistake and a lesson. Teach children to forgive. You're going to start to forgive any of your past choices, words, or actions. And anything that comes up for you now, maybe a couple of things, maybe a lot of things, but take it slow. And assign the Ho'oponopono prayer to that action, to that thought, to that word. Visualize a ray of light coming from your root chakra, the base of your spine. And imagine this white light like a beam shooting down into the earth, all the way down, deeper and deeper and deeper to the core of Mother Earth. And feel Mother Earth embracing you, supporting you, loving you, grounding you. Anytime you feel like you need to be grounded, touch something, touch a tree, touch a blade of grass, touch a cup, touch anything to center yourself and ground yourself. But imagine that white light being anywhere that you are. You carry it with you. You are a part of the earth. Whenever you need healing and transformation, this is the beam of light that you go to. Ask your higher self what needs to be healed, what needs to be transformed. And listen, because the spirits of the world are all around you. And they're here to guide you. They're here to give you the information. Mother Earth will help you to receive the codes that you need to bring upon your ascension, your awakening, and your transformation. You are not stuck where you are. You are not the person that you were yesterday. You may look like the person that you were yesterday, but even you can change that. You can be whoever you want to be. You can rewrite your story at any point in time. You are never too old. You are never too attached to anything that anyone ever told you that you should be. You are free to choose to manifest the life of your choice, and nothing and no one can stop you. And now it's time to show gratitude. Gratitude for the energy that's around us. Gratitude for the life that we have and the life that we created. Gratitude for the energy that is going to start to come within our body as we continue to forgive ourselves and to forgive others. And not to carry around with us the weight, the heaviness. Let it all go. So in order to close that, I'm going to read something for you. You can keep your eyes closed. It's a little bit of a spell. I actually wrote this, not a spell, but whatever. I think it's called like that. Yeah. I actually wrote this on the 11th of last year, August 11th, 2022, which was the first time that I ever did a full moon ceremony. On this full moon so bright, take this negativity from my life, whether they be friend or for what they did was not right. Take this negativity from my life. A pink shadow I thee cast on their faces, I put on blast. Up into the sky, I bid you good journey from my mind, my heart, and my ties. O wonderful divine, I surrender these foes upon your heavenly light to heal and wound me no more. Under this full moon's light, all are forgiven, and I bid you good night. And so it is, and so shall all love and light. Everything is all right. So there's that. I wrote that. You can keep that, and you can say it at any time you would like. So now, before we close, I thank you. I do want to do the ice melts, and you can actually do this by yourself. You do not have to do this with me because I realize it's like almost 10:30 at night. So what you're going to do is you're going to light a fire. Please do not just light a fire anywhere. I'm not sure I have like a fire pit, so I may just use like a candle. You can put a candle in like a cauldron or like, a fireproof pot, which would just be a regular like cast iron pot or whatever. And you're going to put a piece of ice on a plate and you're going to speak onto it, telling it everything that you're letting go. Imagine your words falling onto the ice and imprinting it. Okay. Then either hold the plate of ice near the fire so that the ice melts, or actually slide the ice onto the fire itself. Visualize the words dissolving as the ice melts away. So I will be right back. I am going to set that up. If you would like to join me in that process, you're more than welcome to. I will be back in 2 seconds. Well, maybe more. Definitely more. Whoa. Okay. So I have my ice on my plates. I love doing these things. It's so much fun. All right. So I'm gonna get a piece of paper, and I think I'm gonna use that as my fire, but I'm not gonna light it yet because I'm going to okay, so we have our little fire here. And I'm going to speak silently into the words, into the ice of what I am getting rid of. You want to keep it what I'm releasing. Well, maybe I'll share with you. I mean, the ice is already melting. The ice is running away from these words. I release negativity, negative thinking. I release rejection. I release unrequited love. That was a big thing that I did when I went to the sister circle. I released unrequited love. I released the old story that I tell myself about who I can be and who I can't be. I release self-doubt. I release negative body images of myself. I release my past of not taking action. And I forgive myself for staying in situations that were unhealthy for me. I release all of those negative, harmful situations. I forgive myself and I release allowing myself to be harmed by my thoughts, by my actions, and the actions of others. Oh my God. The ice is almost melted. The ice is almost melted. The hourglass is almost empty. Oh my God, this is going to create, I think I should take out some of this paper. You could also like burn the paper too. Like you could write that down instead of speaking into the ice cube so the neighbors don't think you're crazy. But my neighbors already think I'm crazy, so because they definitely see me outside like doing the shit. So I think I actually have some pretty cool neighbors. So you can't see what I'm doing. Well, maybe you can. Here's my little cauldron here with my flames of fire. See them? Burn it all away. The water is just melting. The smoke is clearing everything out. It's taking all of those words and it's emitting it up into the sky. Well, into my house. I'm gonna open the window in a second. My poor cat, he's not even in here. It's transmuting the energy. Smoke clears everything out. I'm allowing my words and my thoughts and my feelings to be sent up to my ancestors for them to clear it out, because that was part of the big healing that I actually did, was healing my ancestral wounding. And we're just gonna dump that right in there and let it continue to burn. Put some more, well, I don't think it'll burn now because it's wet, but you get the point, okay? And then you can just kind of dump it in the garbage in the drain. Smoke has been dissipated. So those are the things that that you can do to help to release. One of my favorite things to do is to write down who I need to forgive. I don't need to go into what I need to forgive them for, but and then I just take that piece of paper and I burn it. But I feel like the ice ceremony was definitely much cooler. So all of those words have just been taken into the ice and it's been melted and it's just disappearing, because you don't have to keep those negative thoughts in your brain anymore. You can actually change your entire life just by changing your thinking. So, all right, before I let you go, I'm going to pull a couple of cards and I'm going to give you some messages. Thank you. All right, so we have a new moon in Taurus. Know your worth, okay? Know your worth. What is your value? Are you not worthy of infinite abundance? Because you are. There's plenty of people in this world, and there's a space for everyone. Know your value, your worth. Don't let anyone treat you like you're not worth anything, because that's how they see themselves. And if you don't see yourself, honey, you're worth a lot. So yeah, hold on. You're on the right track, but you need to go steadily. Knowing that you are worthy of your desires is crucial here. Haven't we just been talking about opportunities open when you believe in yourself? Dig deep and move past negative comments from others. No matter what happened in the past, if you're aiming to manifest something for the good of everyone concerned, you can do it. Good self-esteem will also boost your manifesting powers. So love yourself more. Know your own worth, and others will too. Be true to your values. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to property, possession, sensuality, love, self-belief, and self-worth. So find out where Taurus is in your chart. Manifesting mindset. Acknowledge and make a list of your best traits. If you find that hard to do, ask a friend to tell you what's great about you. Call in Archangel Chamuel, who helps you to find anything you need and bring spiritual illumination. Connect to Venus, the planet of love and abundance that guides Taurus. Place a picture of Aphrodite on your altar to draw in Venus energy. Do not do that right now because Venus is in retrograde, because she will bring you something horrible. Do not fall on Venus right now. Or Aphrodite. Don't. Do it after September. Aphrodite is a very powerful goddess to work with. Use caution, please. Hold this card to your heart chakra and feel Aphrodite's beautiful and loving energy. But you can still use Aphrodite's energy of beauty. Okay, look in your mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are, right? Simple. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Yeah. And then your manifestation affirmation is, I deserve to manifest. Yes, honey, give yourself permission. I deserve to manifest because I am worth it. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Taurus on a Friday, which is Venus Day, or during Venus hour. That gets very technical, but whatever. Oh, okay. The new moon in Taurus takes place when the sun and the moon are in the same degree in Taurus, and the energy is about moving steadily towards your goals. Okay, cool. So I feel like that's like kind of the only card we really need to pull, because that just kind of like sums up everything. So by the next new moon, have these things in order, because the new moon is actually when we start to, after we're done releasing and going, we're going to take a break and we're going to relax. And then as the new moon cycle starts to come in is when we start to set our intentions and when we start to manifest our goals. So start getting clear, start getting straight on what it is that you want to manifest. Now that you've released everything, you could go back and you can watch this and you can do it again. Do it as many times as you need to so you get yourself clear and you begin the healing process. The moon changes zodiac signs every 2 and a bit days. There are 8 every 2 and a bit days. There are 8 phases to the moon. You could use every single one of those phases to manifest abundance into your life. And it may not happen today. It may not happen tomorrow. Everything will happen in divine timing. If it is meant for you, it will be for you. Who is meant for you will be there for you. But the most important thing that you must remember is that you show up for you. You are your own hero. You are your own knight on your white horse. That's what you are. You are the love that you've been looking for your whole life. Okay? You don't need validation from anyone else. You don't need anyone else to tell you anything. It's you who tells you. You are the master of your universe. You are your own personal He-Man. Anyway, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. No, they want one more card from the Psychic Tarot. I know it's just going to say the same thing. I know it is, but I actually don't have the guidebook for that one, so I can't even read it. But look at that. Bottom of the deck. Third eye chakra coming out right there. Ooh. You're going to make me do it, aren't you? You're going to make me find it. I'm going to be pissed if I don't find that book. I am not sure where my book is for this deck, but I actually don't need it. But I do prefer to read from this book because the messages are just so beautiful. They're probably asking me to read from this deck as a reminder to find the book. Passion ignited. Okay. So you see that fire? Do you see it? You see that fire that's rising up and that white circle of protection that's around her? Intuitively, that tells me that's basically what we just did. By burning away all of that negativity, by releasing all the things that were holding us back, whatever old story we were telling ourselves, passion has been ignited. Because now you're free with your third eye to be open, to be clear, to receive the downloads from the divine. They're going to start to point you in the right direction as to where you need to go. So over the next course of the days, you may start to see numbers and synchronicities. Ask Spirit to guide you towards what you need. When you start thinking about what it is that you want to manifest into your life, whether it be a car, a house, a new job, money, whatever it is, self-healing, love, whatever, the books will appear. The job applications will appear. You'll start to notice, you'll start to hear stories, you'll start to see people talking about things. And you're just going to jump right in there and be like, wow, like this was the path. I needed to see this. I'm so happy I found this, and be grateful because the path is opening up for you. Passion is being ignited. Ooh, what can I create? What can I manifest? It's real. It's all there for you. So, yeah, I would like to close this ceremony. Been seeing 1111. That's God's numbers. It's not crazy. That's a sign of awakening. It's a sign of healing. It's a sign that your angels are all around you. I've been seeing 111, 1111, you know, it's just, it's that. But look it up, what it means, so that you get it. So that every time you see it, you know the angels are there. They're protecting you. They're guiding you. They're coming in to help you. That's what they do. It's their job. So I would like to close this by telling you, I love you so much, collective. Thank you for being here. Every time you see 1111, make sure you write down what you're thinking. Journal, write down, write, just start writing, because that's when they give you the messages. Just free write, no objective, just write, and you'll see. So in closing, I'd like to close this. Thank you so much, Spirit Team, for coming in and assisting me with these messages for the collective. Anyone that is here with us, you may return back to where you came from. I thank you for your assistance with that, Archangel Michael. Please close the gate. Yeah, thank you. Can return to myself now. Yeah, but I just want to say I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can, or you could show up to Whiskey Reds this Thursday. We'll be around alcohol spirits, but the real spirits will be there too. I will be on the back deck starting from 8 o'clock to midnight for ladies' night. So my girl Jen Lentini is gonna be behind the bar. We're gonna have, they got some great drink specials. Check out the flyer that's on my page for that. It's beautiful. It's pink like Barbie. Come in, get a reading. Readings are $20, cash, Venmo, whatever. You know, get your drinks. I think the first drink is free. I'm not sure, but then there's like $3 shots. But come in there, buy drinks. Okay, come out to the deck. Bring your girlfriends. Come, you know, get a reading. Each reading is 15-20 minutes. Okay, come hang out. I'm gonna have my candles. I'm gonna have my decks. I'm gonna have anything, you know. But how to get the most out of a reading is to come with questions. When you consult the tarot or you consult a medium about anything, it's good to have questions. Don't just, well, just tell me anything. No, we have direction in life. I need help with this. I have a question about this. Okay. Oh my God. Thank you. You're welcome, Amy. I'm still recording here. Anyway, so yeah, Whiskey Reds, or if you're not around, you could come on August 15th. And if you live in Suffolk County, or even if you don't, you know how to drive, Smithtown at Foley's of Smithtown, I will be there for a psychic night, but that is filling up very fast. So you do need to get on a list in order to get read that night. It's probably just gonna be me, but I may have to call in another reader because I don't know how many people are gonna show up. And I don't want to do like 50-60 readings in one night and be like dead the next day. So anyway, thank you so much, collective, for watching. Thank you for giving my spiel. And before I go, I just want to mention one more thing. I am booked for Halloween. I am doing a psychic night, Halloween night at Foley's. Halloween parties are booking up very quickly. But I do want to mention, most importantly, on Friday the 13th, I will be back producing one of my signature shows on my favorite gal pal, my former, and I hate calling her my former, she'll always be my comedy bestie, Chris Cuff, will be back to the stage for Vagispooky at Governor's in the Giggle Room. Tickets are on sale now. I have the ticket link on my Facebook page, or just ask me for it. Get your tickets now because the show will sell out. If you are a small business and you would like to have a skit created to promote your business, please message me and I will tell you how you can do that. But in the meantime, manifestations. In the meantime, enjoy your evening, enjoy the full moon. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you guys lots of luck and blessings on your journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again. Bye. How do I, oh.